Yes, people, welcome back to Transfer Talk and welcome to an industrial estate. Great setting for today's video, but I thought I'd get a quick one out there because I'm just getting my MOT done, so I've got some spare time to kill. And it's not great for me, do you know what I mean? Failed. The MOT test has failed, obviously, so there's a nice £400 bill, just what you wanted on a Monday. Just what Newcastle didn't want on a Monday. It's not a great start to their transfer business either. That's what we're here to talk about. Newcastle have apparently had a £33.5 million bid, which equates to 40 million euros, which has been reported by a French journalist, rejected from Leeds United for Jack Harrison. So more bids in for players, more rejections. Obviously off the back of the James Maddison rejection the other day, which we'll get into in a minute because there's also been an update on that. So starting off with Jack Harrison this Monday morning, apparently Newcastle have bid for that Leeds United winger. We've obviously been after him for a few weeks now. £33.5 million and it's still rejected by Leeds. Leeds holding out for around £37.5 million, pretty much want 40 million. But Jack Harris take a left up here, I don't know what's going on here. Just wandering around an estate, or in an industrial estate, absolutely brilliant stuff. But apparently Leeds want £40 million for Jack Harrison, so the story of this transfer window really isn't it, especially when it comes to forwards, is that we kind of seem to get one over the line now. Jack Harrison, it's a bit mad that, and I wouldn't say he was worth £40 million. Like, I think that 33 million is quite generous, probably about right. I would say Jack was probably worth about 25 to 30 million. To ask for that much, I mean, that's a lot, isn't it? That is a lot. But again, the Newcastle tax, just like in January, is here to stay. But the tax in general, you know, I mean, Newcastle are struggling this window to get these forwards over the line because of the money that you know, clubs are asking for. It's a very inflated market at the minute. Cost of living's gone up, right, Ned? With these MOTs, electricity, transfer fees. Cost of living's going right up everywhere. So I thought I'd chill out here for a bit under the shade. It's a warm one today, isn't it? Lovely. So Jack Harrison, we're waiting if Newcastle are going to go back in for him. Will they increase that bid? Maybe, since it's only a few million, but then is it going to be like a Botman scenario, Diego Carlos scenario in January where they keep moving the goalposts and they want more? And then on the other side of things is James Maddison. Now, James Maddison came out as a transfer target for Newcastle the other day, Saturday morning. It's now been confirmed that we're offered a £35 million structured deal to Leicester City, which they swiftly turned down as they value him closer to £60 million. Now, Newcastle United haven't given up on this deal. They still think they can make it happen, but they don't value him that highly. They don't want to spend that much money. They aren't going to put up £60 million for Maddison. I think 50 million would do it. You could offer 45, 48 plus add-ons, get it up to 50, 55 million. I think that would do it. But Newcastle again are trying to be, you can call it strict or you can call it sensible, you can call it a bit of both, I suppose, in this window, especially with forwards. So you could say that. I'm not sure about Maddison. Like, I mean, you had Brendan Rodgers come out yesterday saying that after their pre-season game that he's happy here, which he's obviously going to say, but that 35 million that we offered when he paid for 3/4 of his leg, one leg, 3/4 of one leg is what 35 million is worth. So what he thinks Maddison's worth well over 100 million, well over it, which he isn't. Let's be real. I mean, but I've seen this comparison thing as well, which is quite true, where obviously Jack Grealish went for 100 million to City. Jack Grealish is the better player, but Maddison, around the same age, gets just as good numbers, better numbers last season. Obviously didn't do well at his first spell at City, Grealish. But if Grealish is worth 100 million, then Maddison is worth about 50. Like, Grealish wasn't worth 100, like, but you know, in this market now, he fell over there on nothing. But you know, in this market, I would say Maddison would go for about 50, 60. He really would. 25 years old, English, putting up the numbers in the Premier League. He is worth about 50. I think he is worth 50 odd million. I really do. Easy. You know what I mean? You've got to think when we brought Joelinton in from overseas, you know, for 40 million. Chris Wood, 25 million. You're putting them in that bracket. James Maddison, who's an established Premier League player, gets the best numbers, gets some really good numbers for goals and assists consistently year in, year out in this league. Has played for England, will play for England in the future, has got his best years ahead of him. He is worth 50, 60 million for me, like he is. But Newcastle, this structured thing, now it works out well and it makes sense for FFP. We've did it with Nick Pope and that, but I'm not sure how much clubs are going to really want to deal with that. And Leicester are definitely going to want it up front, or a large sum of it up front. So Maddison, I could see it happening if we are consistent with it and do definitely want him. We want to put 50 million up plus add-ons, 45 plus add-ons, we could make it happen. that might be a late one in the window that I can't see getting done in the next week or so. And then the same with Harrison. The thing is with Leeds don't have to sell now. Leicester kind of do need to sell. They're in the mud a bit with finances. But Leeds don't need to sell because they've sold the 2 best players already this window, in Rafinha and Phillips, and recouped a lot of money for that. They've spent it already, but they're in no position where, if they hadn't have sold one of those players, or they had have went down, where you could have got Harrison for the 25-30 million that we've been offering. But now, we are going to have to probably pay that extra few million or try and get a deal sorted or add-on sorted or something. But there's an update for you, transfer update on this Monday, 1st of August, new month. Same knockbacks for Newcastle. 2 bids rejected in the last 2 days for 2 players. Jack Harrison, 33 million, sorry, and James Maddison, 35 million. They were never going to accept 35 million for Maddison. So that was ridiculous, but it got the ball rolling, didn't it? Got the attention out there. Hopefully another team doesn't try and swoosh in, but yeah, I think we could get Harrison for the extra. If we offer 38, we can get him, and Maddison will take at least 50 million, I think. Let's see if it happens. Eddie Howe wants a forward. We need a forward. Drop your comments below what you think of this transfer update. Subscribe to my channel TV. I'll see you on the next one.